Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Yo, it's a lovely and a great jam bringing us to exactly this morning here, 9 a.m. on the dot here on Culture Daily. This morning's conversation is very interesting, and for all those of you who've been following us on socials as well and watching us live on TV, thank you very much. We read all your comments. The conversations get sometimes heated, understand that. It's opinion, it's very opinion-based as well as very factual. Before we jump into talking about the excessive use of cosmetic products or when you're too overly addicted to cosmetology, and when I say in this sense, not that you practice it or you teach it, but you are, a user of a lot of products on yourself, on your skin, on your face, and stuff like that. We want to talk about it, but the big question would be: at what point in time do we call it excessive? We'll be getting into a conversation with Dr. Chris this morning. But whilst we're on that, Live Resto Lounge is saying that you can eat all you want. Eat and eat all you want. Enjoy great meals at Live Resto Lounge. Listen, call them on 020-133-7766 right now and book a place for yourself and your loved one and friends, family, and go enjoy yourself at Live Resto Lounge in East Legon down the Labaoleshi Road. And guess what? Whilst you're even enjoying on that screen, because they were showing some DSTV there as well, Big Brother Season 9 Big Brother Niger Season 9, I beg your pardon, it's also on and popping on DSTV 198 and GoTV 149 exclusive. Catch all the drama with Big Brother in that house, and it's a couple duo family edition thing. You love it, trust me. It's on there courtesy on DSTV and on GoTV exclusively. Also looking for a British degree at a fraction of the cost? You can do that at Lancaster University. I think Stoneboy has popped up in the news also who's I think he's pursuing his master's program. Congratulations to Stoneboy. However, if you're looking for a degree program, there's a 50% scholarship for you at Lancaster University, Ghana, because you'll be taught by the finest faculty of teachers, plus be taught in their ultra-modern campus. Hey, more info on their website. It's lancaster.edu.gh or admissions at lancaster.edu.gh or call 0209 60 70 08. Well, with that being said, I'll also tell you more about our Cravaganza, which is happening on the 21st of this month. It's a throwback edition plus a new school mix. You want to be there at Good Park right from morning all the way till evening. You love it. Please, you have to be 18 plus to be able to attend. It's going to be lit. There's EL, Dope Nation, Keche, all of them. King Promise, you love it. So make sure you are at Cravaganza 21st of this month. That's this coming Saturday to be precise. Yes, you don't want to miss out on there. I will tell you about also on October 4th something happening at Good Park. Again, it is the Ghana Niger Food Festival. It'll be late. Stoneboy again is headlining that event. It's the battle of food between Ghana and Nigeria. And Chinchin Band is happening. Is holding it down for Stoneboy, so you're gonna love it. Aspira International is bringing us this event. I'll tell you how to get your tickets later on, and great news also from Cowbell. I'll tell you all about that. But right now, conversation time. Let's switch into conversation gear. Chris, good morning. How you doing? Sorry. Yes, I realized you didn't have makeup on. Siri doesn't have makeup on. Oli doesn't have makeup on. Just Lenny and Ida have makeup on. Demir. Excessive use of cosmetic products is our conversation this morning. When we were born, our parents used to sra us. Our parents instilled. This when we were having a banter on instilling certain cultures in us as kids. And my Cyril and Lenny have been fighting me and telling me that some way. But for those who didn't watch that part, Diane Carson has been talking about instilling consent in children by asking them, seeking their consent before you change their diaper. So, and I agree with that. But yes.
I realized that
I'm not well.
Oh no, you are well. You are fine. Stoneboy was in the international news with Jordan Sparks.
Yeah. On a collaboration,
he was
right?
In the local news too with the Good Park event.
Yes.
And then he was also in the educational news with his masters.
Yes. Oh, wow.
If I didn't know, I think Stonebwoy was a big deal. Anyway, go on.
What's a big deal?
If I didn't know.
So that's why you take the time.
I'll deal with that.
No, I want to be...
Does Stonebwoy do... does he apply makeup?
If need be for television production purposes. Yes.
Anyway, so let's...
So if you have any other questions, make sure to call on 0800.
Serial.
Yes.
Whilst you're on that, so I was talking about the seeking consent. When we were kids, right? Our parents will catch us without fear or favor. Will catch you after
you belong
bathing.
to them. You are property.
Yeah, they are property, and they'll sry you. They'll sry you, and then if you are also lucky, if you are from a certain tribe I don't want to mention, they'll powder your face white and give you tea and bread.
I dare you.
You dare me to mention the name? Well, I think it was the Gans. I think the Gans practice that a lot.
You should have just said that.
That is saying it politically. Yeah, I think the Gans practice that. I remember when we drive past Station a lot of times when I was really young. You see a lot of the, and then Fantis as well do same, where they powder your face. With the there was a particular type of powder that was back in the day was the talk of town. I think it was not Falcon. No, I've forgotten the name.
Talcum powder.
Talcum. Yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah, the talc. Yeah, the baby boy names is here.
Paradise.
And paradise. Yeah. Chris, how old are you? Yeah, you look 50. Yes.
And there was one that they called Amebi or something.
The pink one.
Amebi powder.
The pink one.
So
it's magnesium silicate.
Yes.
It's clay.
It's clay.
Yes.
Some of the things we've gone through.
I know, right?
Powder. It's just scented clay. Bro.
Look at that. On you. You are going back to your
Put
roots.
it in your armpit and things.
So they slam our faces with all this constantly. The only time that you probably didn't enjoy this was when you're going to school. When you're going to school, it was just in Kun. But shea butter, we know it has its, healthy.
You forgot the legend.
Which one?
The sting powder.
How many powders you use?
Yeah, there's a lot of them on the market. So
no. Apart from cooking.
So we went through this all the time. But for shea butter, we are told and we know it has its health benefits. It's healthy on the skin. It's healthy on the skin. But for the rest, we don't know. But as we grew, we detached from some of the use of these. We detached ourselves from the use of these healthy powders. And for its purpose, and beauty now has become a thing where we enhance our beauty and our looks with certain products. In recent times, I've been a victim myself, but I've seen a progressive, growth with the look of my skin, my face, because I was introduced to a few products. They're not bleaching products, but they are. I'm told. Because I was talking to a professional and said that you can get rid of some of the dark spots and stuff on your skin and keep your skin glowing and looking and all that. So give me a range of products to look through. And I realized that I saw some difference. So shouts to my professional. I'm not bleaching no more, I think. So yes, but that's all there is to me. This morning we want to talk about crossing the lines or crossing the boundaries or the barriers that have been set in the guidelines and get into spaces that we determine them as excessive, and then its effect. Lenny, good morning. I'm sure you're going to be part of this conversation. You're going to help us out a lot as well. Chris, so where do we start from?
We need to understand what are cosmetic products.
Just know that I've been egg here. I have to eat it, so we'll speed up. Yes.
Yeah, we need to understand what are cosmetic products. I sent a presentation to the producer, so she'll show it and then we'll explain.
Ready. You're going to put it on the screen now. Yes. So let's go into that presentation on the screen. Okay.
Now, so I started here because we have a reason for using some of the cosmetic products, right? And it always starts from somewhere. So the common types of skin disease, we talk about the acne, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis. Basically, that's what leads to people wanting to use some of these products. That's the first reason.
Psoriasis.
Yes.
Shouts to the psoriasis.
Wow. The next one.
Then rosacea. Rosacea.
Yeah.
I thought it was saying roses.
It was saying roses.
Yeah, I didn't see it well.
No comment.
Then you have dermatitis.
I think I know dermatitis, but like, can we run through these inflammatory skin
So the
diseases?
acne is what most people you call the pimples, blackheads, whiteheads, and cysts that form under the skin, right?
So those ones are very common.
They are common ones.
Yeah.
They are common ones. Sometimes you get it due to hormonal. You can be pregnant and get it due to when you are entering the reproductive stage.
Okay.
It also comes with it.
Cysts on the skin, or
Yes,
you mean
cysts? Yeah,
on the skin?
Yeah, on the skin.
Under the skin.
Under the skin. Yeah. So it forms under the skin.
Okay.
You see, some people say it's very hard.
Yeah.
And they try pressing, it's really, really high, hardens and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes popping those things too. Sometimes is nice. There are videos on social media that they are called satisfying.
Dr. Pimple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
Pimple,
they,
yeah.
they do those things. You know, they pop those pimples for you professionally, and some people watch these videos as very satisfying and therapeutic. I don't know. It's written there. You know, if you check, you find it. So I'm not really lying. But can we go back to the screen? And,
All right. So
yeah.
the next slide, please.
No, I still want us to be on that. I want to talk about the skin diseases real quickly.
Yeah,
So now the eczema, or is it eczema?
Eczema.
Eczema. Okay, the eczema. Eczema.
So
Dry, itchy, and
Yeah.
inflamed
skin, right?
The one that you don't bath well.
Yeah.
Or if you don't bath
I don't know.
well.
I don't know if it's an issue of not bathing well.
Is that because
it is?
it is part of it. Secondly, it could also be, as I said, it could be also reaction to certain products where you work.
Okay.
Right, you work in a factory that has these chemicals all running around. There's chance that you get it due to reactions.
But
it's
the
going to
core
be-
contributor
is yes,
not bathing
yes,
well.
because though our skin, you can shower as much as you want, but your skin itself has certain bacteria on the skin.
Okay.
No matter what you do, some still stay.
Okay.
Now, excessive presence of these things can cause irritations.
So what does it mean to bath well?
Basically, you need to shower. That's why they use the word regularly.
That means bathing what 2 times a day, 3
Twice a
times
day, minimum. Minimum twice a day.
Okay.
Right? So it keeps your body at balance. There's a balance to this. You know, if you spend so much time in water too, there's a problem to that.
What you what? Yeah.
Because some people tell you they spend too much time in the bath, they start to itch because of chlorine and the soap.
Yes. I've
So-
experienced that before.
Yeah, so there's a balance. Because when you spend too much time in the bathroom too, your skin starts to get dry.
Zero, what's up? Are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. So that is for ecro, like they call it.
Eczema, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we move on to the?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him something.
Okay, sorry.
Talking about bathing well, I noticed that a little research I've done with the youngins, the Gen Zs, they don't like bathing with sponge.
Yes.
They bath with.
they call it shower.
They bath with
The foamy looking thing.
liquid
Soap. Shower gel.
shower gel. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for.
Shower
And
gel.
they have a face wash.
Yeah.
So they do the face wash. They have a towel for that. And when they get into the shower, they don't use sponge.
No, you use that for start from what they apply before they go to shower.
What do they apply?
They apply these things to their face.
Oh, say they're a mask.
Some is not mask, exfoliating cream, and then they walk around with it for a while.
But it's not all the time,
They have made-
guys.
they have made
Hold on,
bathroom
hold
very-
on.
No.
Not all the time. We are just doing it.
Let me
It's not all the time.
help you.
It's not all the time, and
Okay,
that's
hold
the
on.
skincare.
All right,
Yeah.
hold
With
on.
skincare, you have to space it out depending on whatever ingredients that the skincare has in it, and depending on what you are treating, and depending on your skin type.
Yes.
So it's not all the time. And yes, you need a separate towel for your face and your body. And that will also mean that if you're using that one towel for your face, you're using it just once or twice. And then the next 2 days you change
wash
it,
them or
or
wash them.
you just stick to a paper towel for your face.
No, but why is it
so that
wanna-
you're not
why-
transferring?
I want to
Okay,
tell you.
why is
So
it-
let me.
So you're
So
not
let me.
transferring
so let me-
bacteria from your body
point
to
to
your
that.
face.
So
Yeah.
Olele,
Yeah, right.
we
Like when you go to the washing bay,
Yeah.
I don't like them to use the same towel to clean
the
inside.
ties and this thing.
Yeah.
You see,
I was seeing some places.
we've treated bathing
Yeah.
like a norm without understanding the purpose of it. Yes, we know it's to be clean and blah, 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 and all those things. But your environment, right, is a big part of how you should groom yourself. And from how frequent to the kind of procedure you should follow.
So I say
when we were growing
growing
up,
Sakumono did bad different from the person they
you
live
yourself
down
there
to
for
me.
bath at least 4 times. And
That's
the people
the
are Pokwasi there, they for just buy tank and sit inside.
Yeah, considering the road construction.
You,
going-
you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
When we were growing up, even the kinds of homes we lived in, right? The kind of environment we were in, going to school, four corners, all those dirty things, plus they for scrub you. You understand what I'm saying? You come back filthy. Like when you were growing up, if you see your shirt collar, when you reach house where you see your shirt collar, bro, go to say you come out the shirt, take wipe floor. So your environment is a big part of how you treat yourself. We've modernized so rapidly that we are in a space now that a dirty child in 1984 is not a dirty child it's like when you look at those historic pictures and you see children who lived with their parents who were coal miners and they have black. You won't see a child like that anymore. But if because your grandmother scrapped you when you were 3, so you have given birth in 2024 and you bought sapon and you wine and rub what's that red soap? I don't want to mention the brand name, but you know what the one the Niashisheno.
Lifebuoy.
Then you and hold your 2-year-old down and
that
scrub like
one
a
doesn't
plate.
come in a pack.
No, it doesn't come in a pack. It's like that. It's on the table.
That's how it is red like that.
It's on the table waiting for you.
It's a carbolic soap.
Yes.
All those ones.
You understand?
They're all carbolic soap.
Only if you go born now where your kiddie chop 2-3, where you want to scrub them like it be dinner plate. You they wipe off all the, there are protective layers to the skin. There's even good bacteria. All those things. So our problem then, what about focus is about how they go treat you in the bath is totally different from now.
So the white one is justified if she says or he says
absolutely, because the temperature hasn't gone
different.
Listen, sweat, body odor, perspiration. The rate of perspiration if you live in Norway, it's not the same as if you live in Sudan.
Yeah, you tend to pee more in cold countries.
You understand what I'm saying? So we need to be like open-minded to it, but we are so sensitive on Begari or this or that, but like we don't.
But if
you
are in Ghana and you bath once a day or once a week or twice a week, you have a problem.
Further explanation to what you're saying is that you see when you receive foods, say a difference. But if you were to send foods from
nobody wears
exactly.
Nobody wear foods. If you reach
foods from
it will not make it to
hey, let me wash it before you wear, but we don't understand that. Like, what is it washing? But that thing looks clean. You understand now? So food sense really different like that.
And now we've compartmentalized.
So you see the instilling the this I'm talking about from childhood.
We've because of the understanding of how our skin works, how our body reacts, and the plethora of products that are now available, we've compartmentalized personal grooming, right?
Yes.
Your face is totally different from the sole of your foot.
Yeah.
The sole of your foot was not made for shoe. It was made to trek this harsh earth without damage. So if you scrub your foot and you use that same pressure to scrub your face, my brother, you will always be surprised.
But one more question I asked about the towel is, why do men have it easy, or they're able to escape this whole bacteria you speak about? Because for men, for a very long time, it's until recent years.
Almost testosterone.
It was until recent years I started using 2 different towels.
Yeah.
One for my face and one for my body. It wasn't until recent years, right? When I started taking my skincare thing.
How is your net, Nibi?
Yeah, of course. I still use the net.
I still use the net.
I mean, but I don't use it for my face anymore.
No.
Right,
look at my face. Pimple.
Because I realized that when I use it on my face, I actually scratch my face.
Yeah.
Right? So I use it for
the sponge.
The sponge. Yeah, your face.
Oh gosh, I moved away from those under the beat things.
So what do you use?
The modified ones now.
The gloves?
No. That's
the soft foamy ones.
There's the
one that
I'll take photos and send to you when I get to the house. Yeah.
Okay.
So the mirror.
So the question I'm asking is,
why
for
do
men
we have less skin issues? Right?
Yes, men do not really, because I think if not
only
onto
some guys, so don't generalize.
No, I mean, let's be
typically.
fair. Typically, men don't have 2 towels. Charlie, one or the show one or the phone the cheap. You get me? Another son for the name. Sabe. But ladies have over the years, even my little sisters, they have. I mean, at a very young age, they are using 2 or 3 different towels. What's the difference? Is it because of fluids?
Okay, so the first one he mentioned, testosterone. Hormone levels, hormone differences. Our hormone differences are there. We have testosterone, women have estrogen. Where estrogen increases skin sensitivity and reactivity.
Okay.
Whereas ours doesn't.
Okay.
Right. Now, ours can reduce inflammation and promote collagen production.
Okay.
That's us.
The men.
Yes. Then we go to skin thickness. We have
thickness.
we have 1.3 millimeters of skin thickness.
Hence the phrase. That's
Women
where
have
the phrase-
1.1.
That's where the phrase comes from.
So about 0.2.
Yeah, man,
so,
thick skin.
Thick skin.
so men have 1.3, women have 0.1. Right? So it's about 0.2 difference. That also helps. Then you look at grooming habits. We use less skin products. As generally, we use less. Let me use that word generally because some men fall are outliers. Men generally use less skin products.
Outlier.
Skin products bear 15.
Yes, we use less skin products, so less irritation to some of these chemicals that are in these products. So a man will probably use Vaseline the rest of his life for hair, for face, for feet, everything.
Or cocoa butter.
Or maybe shea
Or cocoa butter or shea
Shea
butter.
butter.
Also, I have been using brandless shea butter for the past 8 years.
And look at the skin.
Look at me. I'm shining.
But also, I think that it depends on the water that you use as well. It's also really important because
Hand
that
water.
can also.
Say.
So just moving away from the cosmetics, I think that with skin, right? It's a build-up. So right from the water you use to shower, whether you're using an antiseptic or not, whether you're using the right moisturizer or not, it all counts. And then also your skin type. Some people have acne-prone skin, and there's nothing they can do about it. Some people have psoriasis, eczema. Some people, you can bath
Psoriasis,
but
Wait, what's we're
it's-
going to the next one?
Okay,
Next
so
slide, yeah.
let
Can we go
Doug
to the
it.
screen
like,
again?
there's nothing you can do about it. You understand?
Soraya,
The view is just right.
Soraya sister. Psoriasis. No, that's psoriasis. There's science for them. Maybe they are giving us terminologies and things. Anyway, let's continue.
It's like
Psoriasis is
psychology.
I understand though. I get it. But why does science do that?
So we remove the P from there.
And we just came to place one or they've taken somebody's sister and named it. Let's continue. Psoriasis. So sorry. So back on the screen. Sorry about that one. Psoriasis. Yes, those are those red scaly patches. Yeah. I think you even see it when the person is light skinned.
Yes,
Yeah,
you see it more.
See it more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AKA Nkrusanguza.
And then the rose.
Are you sure that's what it is?
Rosacea, almost like roses. But it was surprising the name of these, these things probably were discovered by people with the names close to these things. I mean, for all you know,
It's possible.
it's very, very possible. Psoriasis there, and then rosacea there.
Rose one.
It sounds like the person was from Italy or something. But let's continue. Redness and flushing, yeah.
Acne-like symptoms. So sometimes you can have it looking like it has acne symptoms, which is you can have like the black hairs, white hairs, but also the redness and the flashing skin. You hardly see the redness in blacks because of our skin tone. But if the person is more of the white skin, or should we say European skin, then you have it showing more.
Okay.
That's why I think that's why for acne and eczema we see it often because of the whitening of it and the dryness of it, because they are darker, the contrast.
Yeah.
And most people present with it as itching, very uncomfortable. So that's if we talk about these things, right, it's important to know that ideally we are supposed to have, if you have a headache or you have a malaria, you go to hospital, right? But for some reason, when it comes to skin conditions, people don't go to hospitals for them until it's gotten to a point where it's really, really everything they're using is not working.
Why is that? Familiarity?
For a long time, hospital was seen specialty wise. We had the surgeons, we have the general surgeons, we have the medicals, we have neuro. Dermatology was a bit under the radar in this part of the world. It's recently that it's really coming up, right? With some of the facilities being set up for skin, because unless it's infectious, then you go to infectious disease as a skin condition. But pimples, someone will ask, why will you go to hospital because of pimples? From a queue, I'm going to tell you that I have acne or blackheads, but you should.
I think just to add to part of the reason why we disregard it is because of our socialization. We are never taught, or we are rarely taught
From childhood
that
they don't instill it in us.
yes,
Thank you.
that the skin is the largest organ. People don't know your skin is the largest organ. So a pimple is not just a small thing on your forehead; it's a pimple on your largest organ, which if spreads could affect the rest of you. So the same way you are able to consider heart as an important organ, lungs, kidney, nose, eye as an important organ, if you put that priority on skin as the largest organ, you will act on it. But we disregard skin because it's exactly.
But we are chewing leather.
Exactly.
Is that why sometimes when you have a sore on your skin and you underrate it,
can
it
be
often
worse.
spreads
Yes,
to being something worse than...
Yeah, because he said something right. It's the largest organ of the body, so it covers everywhere. Right? Meaning more pathways. There are blood vessels running underneath this skin. That's supplying fluid. It's removing toxins from your skin through perspiration,
Blood
you are
poisoning,
sweating,
all those things,
everything.
your skin.
It's so important that if you get an infection even on your scalp, it can even pass through, enter your brain.
They don't teach us that.
Because there's a blood vessel that passes on your scalp that is connected to your brain, so it can seep in through that pore and go down. It's a long term, like pathological, like pathophysiology is really complex. But the same way, even skin conditions are related to other internal organ conditions.
Let me give you an example. Hepatitis. Where does it pass?
I don't know, boss.
Oh.
We don't know.
Hepatitis B,
Where does it be? Where does it pass?
skin,
Where does it pass?
sweat, saliva.
People have had syphilis and stuff in their brain. Where did it pass? Skin.
Anubomsky.
Now, so in order to talk about this and
Look
talk
at
about
me, bro. I like the hair. You're doing well. Good
The
show.
silence.
Maybe I'll do my affair here. If I might try, Lorry fail, Lorry.
All right, so in order to understand this thing you're talking about, the question is, we talk about cosmetic products, right? The question is, what are they? Secondly, we say excess. When is it excessive? At what point do you say this is excessive? Right? And there are parameters to it being excessive. Now, if you talk about cosmetics, there are substances or preparations. I use the word substances and preparations because there was a point where women were preparing this themselves. Those times people would sit down and combine stuff. Now, before we even talk about that, I'll go to cosmetic products. What examples are they? Now, if you open anybody's, if you're listening to us, you're watching that, you can go to your bathroom or your dressing cabinet, whichever you
run away.
and then we are going to divide them. We're going to divide every product on that counter into about 4 categories, right? Now, if the cosmetic industry by next year will be worth about $784 billion.
Yeah.
And then
That's from about 2022 when it was 483. Within a space of 2 years.
It saw a spike in 2020 though.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk about cosmetic, you have the natural, people say natural, right? Organic, you have the synthetic, chemical based. The woman, that's what she's smart. You have the mineral based, you have the vegan, cruelty free. Now, this word, the vegan, cruelty free product, it means a product that has not been tested on any animal. Because in order for it to produce a chemical, you need to test it somewhere. Do your testing, see allergic reactions.
Somewhere close to humans.
Somewhere close to humans. But this one has never been tested on anything. Right. Now, your products that you have, you divide it. The first one is skincare. Some of the products on your counter right now are only for skincare. Right? So you have like your cleansers, your toners, you can have some moisturizers,
yes.
face masks, exfoliants, right?
Yes.
Now,
Your
scrubs, they're all
your
skincare.
products, yeah.
Then we go to makeup.
Yeah.
That's a different group. Your skincare products don't fall under makeup.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
No.
They don't.
But they all fall under beauty.
Beauty.
So you have your hair care,
Yes.
skincare.
That's why I said for cosmetics, if you
makeup.
divide them, makeup is different. Because after you're done with the skincare, your face and everything, that's when you come to apply
That's
makeup.
when you do your
so it's a
makeup.
different stage. So the
Yes.
products for makeup are different.
Yes.
Now that's why they go on, they come off.
Yes.
But the one that stays longer is what?
Is what you
Skincare.
base your,
Yes, skincare.
your skin with. That's
Yes,
the skincare.
very good. So in makeup, you have your shampoos. Consider shampoos as makeup.
No. Shampoo will fall under
Hair.
Yeah,
Very good.
Hair care.
Conditioner,
Hair care.
hair mask, hair dyes.
Hair.
Very good.
So let's say hair dyes will be to hair what makeup is to your face, because then you still condition your hair, all
Very
of that.
good. That's why I
and then
mentioned that.
You have to dye.
So you get where we
Just
are
like
going
you
with
still
this.
do your skincare. And
Very
then
good.
you
So
have
what
to do your
Jeffrey
makeup.
has on is
Hair dye.
It's hair care.
It's hair care.
Yes.
I don't have anything on.
No, his hair, the dye.
The dye is hair
Everyone has done a level of hair
Dye,
care.
yeah, hair care. Yeah. You
Once
do
you
hair
put
care.
pomade in your
no,
hair,
hold on,
that's
hold on.
hair care.
Don't categorize me that. That's how I grow.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry.
But you put
Naturally.
pomade in your hair, right?
Nothing. That's how my.
So naturally your hair is moisturized.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I don't like.
But for those who don't have natural moisturizers in their hair, it is hair care.
It's
So
hair
whether
care, right?
you use
So whether you use Vaseline, use
Yes.
petroleum
Hair
jelly,
care.
whatever it is, it's hair
that's
care.
hair care.
Okay. Now
Right.
what about those who don't use
anything at all.
Anything.
So they are not doing hair care. Yeah, so basically they will do a form. They still do a form of hair care because when they shower they bath their hair. So that's a form of it, but they don't finish the whole process.
They don't. Yeah.
Because after you've cleared all the dirt and everything, you need to protect it from external factors, which is the hair care, the cream and moisturizer and stuff.
So the shea butter is okay.
It's okay.
But it's
great.
hair care.
It's hair care.
But that is his care. Or hair
Now,
care.
the next one we talk about is fragrances. Your next part. So we are going how people actually. I'm going through how people.
Yeah,
come
building
out.
it up.
I'm building up. So you've done with your hair, you've done your face. You do fragrance before you step out. People do fragrances. We have cologne. I always tell people there's a difference between cologne
And perfume.
and perfume.
Yeah. There is actually.
Jay, do you know the
And
difference?
even body spray.
Cologne and perfume.
Cologne,
Oh,
body
the
spray, body splash.
Body splash. Roll-on.
Roll-on, deodorant.
Yeah.
Roll-on is a type of deodorant, right?
Sprays.
So we had the aerosolized deodorant.
Yeah.
Now, antiperspirants and all that. Now, cologne, please. It's supposed to be dabbed a bit, just the wrists and then behind the ear in certain place.
The pulse.
Yes, when somebody hugs you, the person sort of perceives it.
Yeah.
Then you have perfume. Perfume, there are two types. They are water-based, alcohol-based, and then oil-based. Depending on what type you have, it depends on where it goes. Some go to skin, some go to clothes. If you use the wrong thing, to stain your dress.
The wrong color as well.
The wrong color to stain your dress.
Some will even bond with sweat.
Yes, and then change the color, the smell. Yes. Then you have baby care products. And when it comes to baby care products, all these things we mentioned, they have it in there, right? So that's why a lot of people with skin that they feel want to be soft like babies, they want to use baby care products. Now, the next part we go is nail care.
Nail care. My favorite.
We have the polish or varnish, right? Then you have your strengtheners, nail hardness.
Hardness, yeah.
Yes. Then you have cuticle oil.
Cuticle.
For all these are cosmetic products we are mentioning.
Yeah.
That's one person.
That's an area I need to venture in. I mean,
Then our last but not the least,
nail
care.
Yeah.
The last but not the least, thank God for Pepsodent, right? Cavity fighter, oral care. They are also cosmetic products, right? The thing that encompasses all these things is that some of these products in all these bases or structures I've called, they also help with hygiene, personal hygiene. So oral care, then you have your toothpaste, your mouthwash, and then your dental floss.
Yeah.
And then your toothbrush.
You're on point.
The toothbrush itself, right? Now,
One thing I think personally I try, I change toothbrush like weekly.
Weekly?
If I say 3 CDs, 8 CDs, 10 CDs.
Why are you changing weekly?
Okay. Something you take brush.
You
that
brush your
thing-
teeth 4 times a day.
No,
I
no,
think
no.
Jay has,
something you brush.
we'll come there. I'll get there.
When you finish.
because Jay will drink water and put it down and not drink again because he's put his
He has a
mouth
bit.
to
This
it.
guy particularly has a little OCD. so
No.
don't mind it.
It's not a little.
No,
No,
when
but
you brush your teeth,
I have
when you brush your teeth.
I have what I do is I cycle. So I have 2 brushes. I have a hard
a soft.
one and a soft one, and I cycle.
Let me ask
So
you guys a question. I'm
Why?
sorry.
Why do you have a hard and
Maybe
soft?
my
I
say is
have to
personal,
do
but
it.
let me ask you
I
a
can
question.
explain. It makes perfect sense if you want me
Okay,
to
let him
explain.
finish.
Yeah,
Let him finish.
yeah.
I can explain.
Let him finish.
At the end of the day, after I've eaten, drank coffee, been out and about, dust everything, I use the one that's slightly harder. Doesn't mean I use it hard. I use the harder one to get rid of all the stuff that has
The
gone
tar
on my
staining, the
mouth
tar staining, all that.
during the day. But when I sleep overnight, where my mouth has been closed and there's been nothing foreign in my mouth, and I wake up immediately, I don't
Softer one.
burden my mouth with the hard one. I use the softer one.
But doesn't your toothpaste cater
Okay.
to that?
It's
So
like
that-
it's like saying the
you
soap.
can
It's
still
like
use-
doing. If that logic follows, we wouldn't be using a sponge or a face towel. The thing that scrubs.
No,
in
no,
the,
no. Your toothpaste, as in, you can still use a
That's what I'm
soft
saying,
brush, just one, and then it
Have you,
caters to
have you used,
everything.
have you used
rather
the,
than
have you used the hard brush?
it hurts me.
Yes,
So
maybe
I
you use
don't.
it too hard.
No,
That's
I
why.
don't
That's why.
use it hard.
That's
Hey,
why.
Lenny.
I think that
Relax.
everybody's
If you are
everybody's
against-
gums
some
are
have gum,
different.
okay, some
No,
gums are
some
irritating
people
to
have-
that.
so
Yeah.
let him finish.
So it's not about that.
So I
Let
said
him
my
finish.
mouth.
He says no.
No, I said that it hurts me, and then he said
And
I
I
use
said,
it
okay.
too hard.
Yeah, okay.
But
And
that's
I
not
said
the case.
maybe.
You
Okay, great.
understand?
Okay, great. Great. No
said-
problem. You finish
I'm
up.
using an example. I get what you mean by the hard brush. It might not be for everybody, but I'm using something that I also learned and I'm sharing. That with the hard brush, after you've come and Nugabite and Becky and coffee and yogurt and all those things and your small alcohol and all those things, use the one that's a bit tougher because all those things have been going on in your mouth. to end your day, and then you rinse and then you go to bed. But that 8 hours or 12 hours that you've been asleep, unless you had a buffet in your dreams, there's really not that much that's gone on in your mouth with regards to external whatever. So then you use the softer one to freshen up and clean your mouth, get rid of the odor and everything. And like you said, the whatever Pepsodent is our brother, so we can say Pepsodent. The Pepsodent, that's the chemical part of the job. The brushes are just with regards to the intensity of the application. So of course, if I've been up and about since 4:30 a.m., culture daily, and I'll go and sleep at 10 p.m. eating the half of Accra, I wouldn't want a soft brush necessarily, which I'm not sure might get rid of all the totos.
If I tell my own day, I'm sure the people will say that then Bonam can crowd.
No, tell us.
No, so let me say two separate things. Yeah, number one, I'll address the OCD issue. But number one, the reason
even
why,
that is OCD.
The reason why I believe that toothbrushes, when you put it there, when you are done, you finish and you put it there. Charlie, the air is blowing. There's bacteria.
You have a point.
So I don't like to keep it more than if you check
that, yours doesn't have a cover.
I have, as I'm talking, I'm sure I have about 10 brushes there.
You don't have a cover for yours.
No.
You
have a cover for them.
I'm
having those warm mounts that you
I'll come to that.
Yeah, the one that you.
I'll come to the cover issue.
Okay.
The cover issue safe.
The cover might not be clean.
Why do I even trap the whatever is inside? So you see, toothbrushes, 8 CDs, 7 CDs, 2 CDs, 3 CDs, like toothpick.
What toothbrush is 2 CDs?
Oh, he's justified.
I'm just saying that's when you
that's
use
what makes him
2 days, 3 days. If the bin is by you, put it there and pick another one. That's one, and it's fresh, new one. You choose in a hair. That's one. Number two, now there's other thing I do is that when I brush, the first paste, with the first Pepsodent paste. That's the dunk, right?
Gunk.
Hey, I've never heard it before. This is the first time hearing it. Gunk. So they call it gunk.
Yeah.
Oh wow, gunk. First gunk.
My friend is Ru.
Well, the first
Ru.
for the purposes of those who never knew gunk, the first one.
The first is Ru.
When I finish and I spit it out, I
rinse.
The rinsing. I'm coming to the rinsing. Well, so I rinse with mouthwash.
Then you brush again.
I don't rinse with water. I rinse with mouthwash.
Then you brush again.
Then I brush again because I believe the first one is dirty and
I get it.
Stinky.
Even when doing laundry,
yes.
that's what you
then
do.
I can now start. Then I rinse with mouthwash. So mouthwash,
yeah, but you might want to like ease up on it.
Yeah. Although I mean sometimes water because it's harsh.
Yeah, it's very harsh. Yeah.
Then, so that is for the practice on, and I don't think it's too bad for me to do that. And I do that morning and even I brush my teeth. That one I try.
It's good.
Before I go to sleep.
Ideally,
yes. Now, just one question away from cosmetology and cosmetics. You see, when I drink, like I'm drinking from a mug, and I drink one, I don't drink from the same place. Oh, I have to turn it.
OCD.
It's because
the
dusty air has mixed with the
saliva
on that edge. Why don't
when you are working on black and white tiles, do you choose a color?
Oh, I hope you let sleep are hopping. So
okay, let's move on.
Let's change the episode to mental health and the media. This guy's been on TV.
Let's talk about why it's excessive. So now let's talk about why it's excessive. When you say you are using all these products, right? Yes. Why it's excessive? For example, what you have, do we term yours as excessive?
Yeah.
Now, the first time you use is frequency. Mm-hmm. The application of these products, the frequency, right? Mm-hmm. So we say 2 to 3 times a day. It's okay. Beyond that, it's excessive.
Okay.
Right? Using adequate products. Mm-hmm. For example, use Pepsodent, right? Mm-hmm. You brush, then you change the product. Okay. The same one. Like the same group of products, toothpaste. Then you change a different brand within that same period of brushing your teeth. That's same excessive.
Period. How do you mean?
I'm brushing my teeth. Mm-hmm. I use Pepsi first. I wash. Then I take another brand that we know that is red, and I change. Then I use the one that is from outside
at
the country.
Same time.
Very good.
Wait, okay.
Why?
Let me break it down a bit further.
No, I'm trying to understand.
So you're using Pepsodent.
Yes.
And then right after.
In 1 week.
No, 1
Same
week.
time.
Same time. Yes.
People
That's
do
what I'm
that?
saying. I don't
People
understand.
do that.
Why?
Why? They don't have confidence.
Different types though.
No, it's either that or they believe that these different products are going
cater for
to
different things.
treat
It's different things. Yes.
It's either that. But
yeah,
that's
the reason they'll give you.
Wow.
So maybe one is what? One is what? Plaque something, right? It
Maybe
does plaque.
charcoal.
One is charcoal.
It's
Does something.
whitening.
Yes.
all
So
of
he uses
that.
the one for whitening, then he changes the one that cavity protector, then goes to the next one, then.
Charlie.
So it got to a point. Realize that it got to a point. We used to have products, toothpaste that came with 3 different things. They tell you we do all the 3
Yeah, in one.
in
It
one.
doesn't encourage people to switch
Very
around
good.
left and right.
Oh, okay.
Because some will come with the flavors, the mint, the herbal, the whatever
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
just so people fall within that parameter. Now, next question. Next one is
Yes. But why is that the baby pastes are sweeter?
because they are still green. They have
No,
gentle
but why
gums.
do they have the same taste?
Because they don't eat the same thing you do.
No, Charlie. It's
Their food base is what? Milk, water.
sometimes
That's
it's
it.
more.
Simple. That's all. Then the next one we're talking about is quantity. Now, when I talk about quantity, I'm talking about how much you've bought and how much you are storing. You
Yes.
can look at somebody's like cabinet and it's the shop basically, the whole shop. And the thing is, if you are using and you're replacing, that's okay.
Yeah, but if
But you are storing like
it, yeah.
so one face cleanser, whatever it is, you have like 4 or 5 of it. That's
And
excessive.
that's a problem. Also, let me just do devil's advocate here. With that, some people do it because they are probably not going to get the products anytime soon, or maybe they bought it on sale. So if they bought it on sale,
okay, yeah. So I was
it'll
about to add
probably
that
be
it's not
cheaper.
the same type.
Sorry.
It's not the same type.
It's not the same.
No.
It's not the same type.
No.
So there are some people that are getting different types of scrubs or different types of skincare. There are others who are also getting the same type. Do you understand?
But in a more like
Yes.
Okay.
And then also talking about storage, please, when you check your skincare or your cosmetic products or whatever, sometimes you see 3M. There's a very little container on your products that will have 3M or 6M or 12M or 18M, right? Or 24M. That's only in months. So that is from the time of opening. Yes, from
or
the
manufacturing.
time of yes. Usually we say from the time of
opening. Okay, so let's go with that. Yes.
Yeah, usually from
So
the time
3
of
months. If it's
opening.
3M, it means within 3 months
You should have exhausted.
Or
Exactly.
if okay, what happens if I have not exhausted it?
Nothing
Get rid of
exactly
it?
happens. Some people still use it. No, some people still use it beyond that time, right? Ideally, would say that it reduces its efficacy.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if
half-life.
you've used it exactly, if you've used it beyond 3 months and you're supposed to use it for just 3 months, maybe whatever you are getting out of it
Okay.
3 months prior is not the same thing because it's 3 months from opening, same as
Right.
that. So just in
If you
case.
juxtapose it to what we do with our food, people will get a more visual understanding of it. The same way when you serve food and you take it out of the fridge and you touch it, you know you can leave it there for a couple
A
of
certain
hours.
number of
Well,
hours.
when you come and it's too late, you know, say anyang, I say, or something, you throw it away. Same applies to
Some of these
your
products, yes.
products because they are organic elements that change their form and state when exposed to oxygen.
Yeah.
So if you notice, most of them, when you open it,
There's a
there's
seal.
a foil.
There's a
or
foil seal,
on
yeah.
it. That's to prevent oxygen from going into it because some of the stuff they are reactive.
They oxidize, yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
Doc, before you go on, let's answer this question and use the last 15 minutes to also talk about facials. There's a question from your junior in Presec, his name is Kojo Pax here. He says he itches badly when he baths with or bathes cold water. He says he's changed soaps. Could it be the water or he says I don't itch when I use warm water.
Yes.
It's money.
I relate with you. I also when I bath cold or something, I itch more than when I bath
Calcium.
But he should probably go see a dermatologist about it. I did go and see a dermatologist about it.
Okay.
He should see a dermatologist about it because it's very important. Because it's so bad that you have to sometimes itch like you be scratching yourself, which is very uncomfortable.
Always Sky Bijay.
Doc, how do you?
Okay.
1
more minute for us to treat this.
The
and then we
itching, the
continue.
itching bit, right? Is it really an issue of water or the type of soap? Is it an issue of water or the type of soap? Because I have,
That's what I have.
Sorry.
So if you bath, if you see the water, I bath.
Only this
When I
asking
finish, the whole room is like a smoke.
Cyril and
I
Doc,
have the
please.
same. I'm sorry.
You see, that your schools that you attending is the reasons why we have some of these problems.
Send the slave master school.
Yeah.
That is back we've heard.
Only please ask your
so I'm
question.
saying that is it always about the water, or sometimes it's the soap you use?
It's the water.
So, for example, personally, I've had an example, and I had an experience where I was using a particular soap for a very long time. Like when I was growing up, right, as here.
Legend.
When I got to a point
Village Fresh.
when I got to a point where I could pay my bills, and I was like, oh, let me switch it up, because I don't know, maybe I think peer pressure got to me, because I kind of like had this social interaction where people were speaking down on Alatasamna, that it smells funny and sort of thing. She gave me like, it has a way of giving this off smell, when you use the bath, right? And that's
the
why
Alata seminar.
and that's why some people have remixed the Alatasamna with some flavored ones. You get me? Because it became a thing, So me too, I was like, okay, let me switch to some lax and some things. You get me? And bruh, I felt it. In fact, me driving and I'm home coming. But I wanted to look cool. I wanted to look cool.
The cool crowd.
Yeah, I didn't want to situation where but I didn't know who to tell, because I'm like, I'm trying to get away from this Alatasamna, and these solid soaps.
I think what you had was you got used to it. Your body adapted to it.
Yeah.
And the pH of a soap, either acidic or basic. Soap is supposed to be basic, not acidic.
Right.
So if the pH, your body gets used to that soap, keep it. I always tell people, always stay your comfort zone when it comes to some of these products.
Right.
Whatever works for you, stay there.
Yeah, but
Don't be tempted to change. Because if you had gone to hospital, the first question to ask you that, have you changed your soap? Have you changed your cream?
Yeah.
Because for you to come, it means something has changed. And they'll ask you, what were you using before?
On this case, what about dependency? Does it mean that now the body now needs to depend on
the Alatasamna?
Not necessarily. It means that it has to depend on that soap's nature. Maybe the pH of it, the strength of it.
If you
if you found something with the same range or lower, you'll be fine.
How will I know? But
very good question.
So you
That's
have
where
to try to know.
I'll try and know. That's why a lot of people have to test with their skin.
Is there a litmus paper that I need to put in?
You have to use it to know.
Well, that's sometimes more organic than most of these soaps that we are producing.
Yeah.
Very, very
I mean,
organic.
I've gone back to it.
Something that I've also learned is, after you are done bathing, right, with whatever soap, don't immediately rub off the water. That's one.
Okay.
After you are done drying off the water on your body, don't immediately apply
Lotion.
whatever lotion or whatever. People, if you come out from the bath, do like this, finish, it starts that. The scent you are talking about Alatasamna, when you are done bathing with Alatasamna, give yourself 10 minutes before you touch any cream and see if that scent will follow you. It won't. You get what I'm saying? So all these things, and it compounds. So imagine you've been doing this for 2 years, coming out of the shower with soap A on you,
mixing with the
adding cream B, and then spraying
Perfume
body
D.
splash or perfume C. The cocktail you are walking around with, bro.
Same thing.
You are lucky
applies.
mango hasn't
You break
grown
up
on your skin.
break up with your partner.
Exactly.
Allow time before you go for another
you
person.
understand.
Because what moisturizers do are to lock in whatever you've. So it's like you've based your skin with your skincare, whatever. Moisturizer.
The
is that
relationships
thing
need
that
moisturizers.
Will lock. Sorry.
Relationships need moisturizers.
Okay.
Lock up.
You base it. So what Cyril is saying, it also depends on what soap you are using, right? If it's scented soap, that's why some people will build their fragrances. There are some people are more focused. Some people will say that I'm using strawberry. I want to smell
Strawberry, fruity
today.
yeah.
They are going to start with whatever soaps they are using, and then continue with their skincare, which may not be fragrance, and then their moisturizer will have that fragrance, and then their perfumes will have that fragrance. Or you can do vanilla. Some people will say, I want to smell vanilla today. They will also base it based on that. Do you understand? So I think that it also depends on what you are using and how scented or not it is.
Alatasamna now has been bougified.
Yeah, right now.
Black soap.
And a lot of it is redundant because the mixture in the pursuit of a fragrance, and you go and take whatever shelf soaps that are heavily chemical,
and mix it up.
Mix it up
so
with
it's
the
not
organic.
It's not more organic. Now, in talking about this, I want people who are listening or watching us to be very, very careful of this. Listen carefully to this I'm about to say. It's very important to me because
you never talked like this before. This is very important.
because we wanted to address this, and this opportunity for me to talk about it. You and the other person are not the same.
Yeah.
The product the person is using it's not the same as what might be good for you. Hearing somebody say something on TV or radio or social media about a certain product works for them does not mean it will work for you. Because we had people that went in the effort to acne, 2 or 3 of it, and now it's irreversible. You see, your acne could be based on, as I said, hormones. Maybe some people are there before their menstrual cycle starts, they can know because they get acne. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
And after it's gone, it goes.
True.
The environment you're in, the dust, where you work, the sweat can all relate to the skin conditions you're having. And if you work on that, you are okay. Applying the product, this is a concoction you're doing. You're applying the dirt, the cream, it reacts with the dirt that in that environment, and you're still back to where you are in its worst.
Straight.
Because as you said, some of these things, they trap moisture beneath your skin. So you are trapping all that dirt in there. And when you bath, you don't even spend so much time bathing enough. People go to the bathroom, within seconds, they're out. You're not a guy. Guys can get away with those things. You can't, as a lady, you can't get away with some
Guys
things.
cannot.
Even these days,
Doc,
the guys are even spending more time.
Guys cannot get away with these things. I don't ascribe to. Guys can get away with these things. Wait. Let me finish, please. Let me finish.
Let me start from experience.
It's opinions.
And
I don't ascribe
We have
to.
10 minutes more,
I don't
so.
ascribe to guys can get away with these things. Because
Some guys.
No, not some
All
guys.
guys.
Allow her to finish.
All guys, please, we beg you.
But
Just bath and bath well. If you want to spend whatever 20, 30 minutes in the shower, I don't think it's a guy or girl thing.
yeah, okay.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get you.
Can I rebut?
Yes. You want to what?
Yes. That is wrong, please. I get where she's coming from.
Don't say that's wrong.
Lenny,
Just
no.
allow your opinion.
No.
It's
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to
You've
talk.
made a
Please.
statement,
You're not
and
allowed
I'm
to
let me.
No, but don't say it's
Zero
wrong.
talk.
my
The mic is off.
Why?
Don't say it's wrong.
I'm saying it's wrong, and I have a reason for it. And there's a doctor here,
Lenny,
so
you have
let's
to
hear
allow
it.
Cyril to talk, please.
Okay, say it.
You have,
He should
you
talk,
have to
but he
allow.
should
No
also put out
interject.
his
No.
opinion.
We allowed you to talk. So please let Cyril
Okay.
finish. Please, we beg you.
So, like I was saying,
Yes.
that is erroneous.
Okay.
Same thing.
The plenty things we've done in this whole show this morning.
Yes.
From the difference in men's skin to our hormonal exposures to testosterone to the role our bodies play in cleaning themselves and etc. The amount of time needed to typically groom male or female cannot be equalized. If a woman was to clean herself or groom herself for 5 minutes and a guy was to groom themselves for 5 minutes, most likely
The man will last.
yes, they'll be more effective in the guy than in the one. Please, doctor, if I'm wrong, you can correct
right.
me. So that is medicine. That is fact.
He's right
If
on
you,
what?
I'll explain.
If you like me enjoy the shower and you want an extended one, blah blah blah, you want to be there, I can be there 15-20 minutes just in the hot water enjoying life. No problem, you can do that, but it's not fact that you have to do that.
Sure,
a guy can do a quick 4 minute, 5 minute shower, pits growing, blah 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 blah, and the effectiveness of that. If a woman went in there and did a quick 3 minutes, 4 minutes
We'll look at
shower, and it's biology. This is not me saying.
Yeah.
There's difference. We are not the same.
Okay. Just because of time.
Can I?
Yeah.
We are not
said
the
you will
same.
explain, no?
Yes.
He will explain. We are not the same. Granted, right? The reason I'm saying that we shouldn't make it seem like men should spend. I didn't say you said that, Cyril.
Yeah, go on.
Men should spend lesser, or men can spend. I'm talking about what Doc said initially. I'm saying that because you hear some people say that men are supposed to be ugly, fearful, and smelly, right? You hear that a lot. And so you would say that if you have some sort of smell as a man and you spend that extra time in the shower, you are taking better care of yourself. And so you won't give off any offensive smell. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I am saying that
I beg to ask
you
a
don't
question
need you don't need to spend like lesser time as a man in the shower, and that is my only reason.
I want to ask a question based on Cyril and
again we have people
I didn't
who
say
have.
anybody.
I'm not talking
Hold on,
about you.
okay,
I'm
if you're
talking
not
about
talking
what
about
Doc
me or what I
said.
said.
Hello, it was Doc who
question
made
is-
reference to
After
Line
time.
electronic gadgets.
No, but Doc made reference to time,
Yeah,
and that's
so
why I said what I said
I need us to
initially.
finish it quickly,
Do you
please.
understand?
I'm
sorry, it
Because,
is not about me.
as
Cyril and
much
Lenny,
as-
please, I beg you,
as much
wrap
as,
up now.
Women have to
Yes.
pay attention to a lot of other places.
Yes.
Men also have to pay attention to a lot of other places, because at the end of the day, we
Okay.
all have private parts and we all have pits.
All right, sure.
Armpits, I mean, do you understand?
All right, sure.
And all of these places smell, whether
Okay.
you like it or
All right.
not. If you don't take care of yourself well,
Lenny,
you are going
point
to
well made.
smell.
I'm sorry,
Philo,
point well
Philo.
made.
Men,
Doc, I want to
part
ask
well,
a
that's
question.
all I'm saying.
Now, with regards to this timing in the, it's not even a question. If they all started at the same time batting, can I have camera, please? If they all started at the same time batting, one will win. And they did the same thing, because some women will have to maybe treat their melons, but we don't have melons we can brush over. So one will win and one will not win. You understand? We don't douche any part of our body. So some women might. So one will finish.
It's not every woman who do
I was talking. So, Doc, let's wrap it up, please. On
Okay.
let's wrap it up.
Okay, so-
Douching is even bad.
We'll treat that as a separate
Okay,
topic.
so-
I brought it in as a jab to
Douching is
introduce.
bad.
Yes, I
Not
brought it.
every
I
woman
deliberately
douches.
brought it up as a
Okay.
topic that we'll treat differently on another day.
Okay.
Yes, and we'll have to have a few women in here to speak
Zabado,
about that
zabada.
for what the difference is, health benefits, and all of, because there are products for it, and we'll ask ourselves. So we want to treat that separately. But right now we are talking about cosmetic products for these places that we've listed, except those organs. But Doc, let's wrap it up on what you were
Okay,
the advice you were giving.
so what I was giving was that I think you should have let me finish for a bit, or I've come to it. But you are right. I should have said it
you very
better.
much.
You okay?
Thank you, yes.
Now, what I wanted to say was, don't as a female, don't relate to the guy in the products he uses. Right? That's what I should have said. That whatever he's using might not be what's good for you. Now, in relation to what Cyril said, right? He's right. Biologically, the way we take care of ourselves is also different for each other. But there's constants in between. We all don't want to smell bad. We all want to look good. Yes. Am I right? Sure. So in pursuing that, right? Don't compare yourself to the other party. If the other party uses 5 minutes to look good and smell good, doesn't mean that you can also use 5 minutes to do the same. Look at what works for you and do that. Right?
Yes.
Is that
That's
okay.
all I want
All
in
right.
clarity.
Doc,
Sure.
I wanted to ask
Yeah.
a question.
Olele, okay, just
I'm
it has
looking
to
at
take
the
about a
time too,
minute,
yes.
please.
What is this thing behind Nkuninjo? So once again, growing up, we use cocoa butter. We get to a point to realize that no, the cocoa butter is doing more distraction than keeping.
Sorry, I think I missed on the mic here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm on it, pal.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm saying that growing up as kids, we're using Johnson and Johnson. Then we transitioned to cocoa butter. We used a very long time. The one time I decided to use Dove. I started burning.
I wish we would not do product names, but
I said Dove, how many company were her? I started using a different product outside what I was used to when I was growing up in primary school, JSS, SHS. And my skin started getting darker and darker, like toon black. You know.
Before I answer your question, right? Len, do you remember this product? B something is for relaxing hair. White container.
BO16.
Yeah, he came in a big UB or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Now,
So
so
UB40 is a bundle.
No, just
UB16 or something.
No, it's not UB16. It's just UB.
yeah, so
It's just UB.
you remember that
or
product?
That's
BO16.
classic. UB40 is a bundle.
all right, guys, I have a minute more.
yeah, let me use that to just clarify. You see that product, right?
Yeah.
That product used to work for a lot of women's hair, right? I remember there are periods that people say bends their scalp and you have skin,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But some people didn't have that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now, to everybody's own, I always say this, to everybody's own, genetically, DNA-wise, everybody's different. So how your skin might react to a certain, even drag, when you take a drag, the way you react might be different from how I react. So you need to be very careful about some of this. And when you see a problem happen, please stop. Go back to where you started from.
Yeah.
Right? And always be taking note when you bath, when you're dressing. Watch your skin. There are changes. Notice early. The earlier you notice, the earlier you can make corrections. But sometimes I can get to a point where we can't help you. And if you have skin issues, please see a dermatologist. Please
See a dermatologist.
see a dermatologist.
Yeah, Lenny, 1 minute, please. I'm so sorry about this one, but let me just chip this in that with Betway, you are guaranteed to get more chances to play. So Betway's Pick Your Prize lets you choose your preferred promotion to make the preferred sports bet every week. Now, from payout boost to cashback. Plus, you will also stand a chance to choose your own prize. How cool is that? From vouchers to electronics and the grand prize of an airline ticket. So just go to betway.com.gh to find more. Terms and conditions apply. It is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet responsibly. Betway, get way more. Don't forget on the 5th of October as well at Good Park from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. in Chinchin Band. We're bringing some good music with Stone Boy. What's happening there is a Ghana Niger Food Festival. It's going to be crazy. You have to be there. Buy your tickets by dialing this number, okay? Star 713 star 33 star 12 hash. That's star 713 star 33 star 12 hash, and that's how you can get your early bird tickets as well. And don't forget, this morning some motivation is needed every single morning, in fact, because we are all striving to be successful, right? And yes, we face challenges, but you need that the one thing to just nourish you and be your friend all through these tough times, and Cowbell Coffee makes that happen for you. All right. Also, gentle reminder, Akravaganza is going to be happening on the 21st of September. That's this coming Saturday. Dope Nation, EL, Kim Promise, Sketcher, and many more will be performing. If you also want to buy your tickets, it's star 920 star 63 star 00 hash. I repeat, it's star 920 star 63 star 300 hash. All right, so let me wrap it up for us with 1 minute. Our time is up with the question you were asking.
We missed out on one of the cosmetic stuff, which is ingested, right? Yes, vitamins and supplements and all of that, because now you have supplements for hair, skin, and nails, and
so
all of
not bad, yeah,
and all of that also matters. So I just wanted to ask Doc about if the consistency of that. I'm asking because some time ago you said that I shouldn't be drinking vitamin C all of the time.
You have gone
right?
past the question.
Sorry.
So if you can touch on it quickly, because we have a minute to go.
That's the question.
Please, all these products, they are called supplements. They don't replace what your body itself is supposed to absorb from food and other things. So they supplement, and we say supplement because we check your levels, and if you need to supplement, we supplement. That does not mean that on a daily basis, maybe you have enough of it and you keep adding on to it, it's going to increase it to a certain level that is toxic to your body. So get tests done that tell you that, okay, you need to supplement this and that. And we do for pregnant women with the folic acid and other things, because we see that levels are going up, because the child is absorbing too. That's why we supplement. So be careful. Make sure everything is checked. And also, Pacho Munjari, why?
In wrapping up the show and talking bad thing, you have a birthday shout out?
I don't have any birthday shout out.
Wrapping up the
shout out.
We do understand that pH levels can affect, what your body's, a lot of things that happen to your body. However, we want to still touch on this douching, or what they call douching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I know there are products that they use for this. They maybe there are some products. There's some good reasons why some women do it. We'll touch this topic next week on the show, so don't miss out here on Culture Daily. And we out.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.